Welcome back to Old Wine Wednesday. But it's not just Old Wine Wednesday, it's Unicorn Wednesday. Because this, what I'm holding in my hand, is essentially a historical artifact. I don't know if any of you know what this is. I don't know how many of you have ever even seen one, let alone had one. But this is bonkers. This is a 1952 López de Heredia Cepa Graves. You're like, what in the hell is Cepa Graves? Well, let me tell you. Back in the day, during the phylloxera times, when we all know the origin story, why are all those wineries in Rioja directly at the train station? How did Bordeaux create all those wines when their vines were dead? Politics aside, this happened, right? Bordeaux was panicking. Their vines were dying before the phylloxera reached Spain. Spain was laughing because they were making tons of cash, and all the Frenchies were flocking to Spain for any solution or even to just find wine to drink. And of course, since France was the icon of the day and all of the Spanish winemakers were always looking towards France, taking their cues on how to make the wines better, this actually became sort of a historical account of that admiration, right? So if you see here on the bottle, they list off all the styles of wines they were making back then. They weren't calling it, as we know today, Viña Tondonia, Viña Gravonia, Viña Bosconia. They were naming them after the styles of wines they were emulating. How crazy is that? So obviously, Graves is a reference to Grave, right? In the south of Bordeaux, known for the great white wines. They even named their other wines Cepa Borgogña, Cepa like a Burgundy wine, like Bosconia, which we all know is a more Burgundian style, which is why it's in that Burgundy-shaped bottle, not like Tondonia, which was in the Bordeaux-style bottle. I've seen a Cepa Chablis and even a Cepa Sauternes, because they were actually making some sweeter styles back then as well. So these wines were actually coming from the Zakonia vineyard, which you don't even see on a label anymore these days. And as this sort of style evolved from the adoration of the French and also obviously servicing the French population at that time, all the way up into the 50s, then the next evolution was this sort of blend between the origin story, the Graves, and the vineyard, Zakonia, which then became Viña Gravonia. Aha, bet you didn't know that one, did ya? So these wines, especially this one, were supposed to emulate those sort of waxy, structured, acidic wines of Grave or Pessac Léognan. And boy, look at that, holy moly. This puppy is over 70 years old and it is still kicking, everybody. Of course, this was an iconic vintage for Heredia and for all of Rioja, but look at this. Sweet mother of baby Jesus. How do you even, begin to describe? It's like words are like so petty and meaningless when you have something like this in your glass. Look at this bottle. It's blue glass. Look at the labels with all these crazy seals on them. It's like money they're just like pasting on top of the bottle. The label scrolls around the back. This is in every way so nuts. But that's how we roll at the Sticks and Stones. I can't even. It's so vibrant and so alive and so insane and so deep and so complex and so waxy and so spicy, and it still has so much acidity and it's so refreshing. Okay, if you didn't believe me the first time I said that white wine can age sometimes better than red wine, well, okay, you probably can't get your hands on this. But if you can never even come close drinking something like this, and Old White Rioja is an amazing candidate because they age so damn well. Probably because the Viura grape is so brutally acidic when it's young and it needs so much time to evolve. Almost a lot like Semillon, for example, from the great examples of Bordeaux or even Australia. This should certainly provide more than enough case for what I'm trying to convince you of. Anyway, I'm curious to hear about how many of y'all knew about this, have seen it, have had it. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next week for Old Wine Wednesday.